Have you ever wondered what it takes to become a guardian home for a dog? Well, let's delve into that. A guardian home is a unique arrangement where a dog, known as a guardian dog, lives as a pet with a loving family, referred to as the guardian. The twist? The breeding rights to that dog are retained by Red Ranch dogs for a set period. This arrangement is a win-win for both the dog and the guardian. The dog gets to live in a loving family environment, away from the kennel, enjoying all the perks of being a beloved pet. Meanwhile, the guardian gets to enjoy the companionship of a wonderful dog. Once the dog's breeding career is completed, they are spayed or neutered and continue to live out their life as the guardian home's pet. It's a unique arrangement that allows the dog to have a loving home while also contributing to the breeding process. Becoming a guardian home is not simply a matter of taking a dog home. It involves a contractual agreement. Stepping into a guardian home role involves more than just opening your home and heart to a new furry friend. It's a commitment that goes beyond the ordinary pet ownership. It's a process that is carefully structured to ensure the well-being of the dog and the integrity of the breeding process. At Red Ranch Dogs, we apply very strict criteria when it comes to guardianship. Potential guardian families must go through an extensive general assessment procedure. This process is designed to ensure that the dog will be well cared for in a loving and nurturing environment. But more than that, it's important to understand that while the dog lives with you as a guardian home, the breeding rights and processes are retained by Red Ranch Dogs. This means that we have reasonable access to our dogs during their breeding career. It's a unique arrangement that allows us to continue our breeding program while ensuring that our dogs enjoy a high quality of life in a loving home. To formalize this arrangement, a contract is signed by both parties. This contract outlines the responsibilities of the guardian family, as well as the rights retained by Red Ranch Dogs. It's a document that ensures clarity and mutual understanding between both parties. It's also a testament to the level of commitment required from the guardian family. This is not a casual commitment. It's a serious undertaking that requires dedication, responsibility, and a genuine love for dogs. But at the end of the day, it's all about the dogs. It's about ensuring that they are well cared for, that they are loved, and that they lead happy and healthy lives. It's about maintaining the highest standards in our breeding program and ensuring that we produce the best dogs possible. This agreement ensures that the dog is well cared for and that the breeding process is properly managed. After all, when it comes to the well-being of our dogs, nothing is more important than a loving home and a well-managed breeding process. So, what does it take to become a guardian family? Becoming a guardian home to one of our precious pups involves meeting a series of requirements that ensure the dog's well-being is always at the forefront. We've set these standards not only for the dog's safety, but to also make certain that the experience is equally rewarding for the guardian family. Firstly, the family must have a fenced yard, own a car, and a home. The fenced yard provides a secure space for the dog to play and exercise freely. Owning a car is essential to transport the dog for breeding or whelping purposes. And owning a home ensures stability, a crucial aspect for a dog's well-being. Experience with dogs or a comprehensive understanding of dog care is another must-have. This includes knowledge of nutrition, exercise, grooming, and health care. If you've never owned a dog before, don't worry. As long as you're willing to learn and commit to providing the best care possible, you're still in the running. There should be no other intact male dogs in the home. This is to avoid any potential conflicts or unwanted breeding incidents. The guardian family should also be capable of properly training and socializing the dog. A well-trained and socialized dog not only makes for a happier pet, but also ensures a smoother breeding process. Another requirement is the ability to drive the dog to and from our home for breeding or whelping. This is why we require guardian homes to be within 90 miles of Salado, Texas. Lastly, it's important that the guardian family takes the dog to the vet for its annual vaccines and any additional health needs. While Red Ranch Dogs will handle all breeding-related visits, the general health and well-being of the dog are the responsibility of the guardian family. Meeting these requirements ensures that the dog will have a safe, loving, and stable home environment. It's a big commitment, but one that comes with the incredible reward of having a four-legged friend to love and cherish. Now that we've covered the requirements, let's delve into the breeding process. This process is a meticulously orchestrated sequence designed to ensure the health and well-being of the dog at every stage. It all begins with extensive health and genetic testing, followed by reproductive vet checks. These preliminary steps are absolutely crucial, as they ensure that our dogs are in peak condition before breeding begins. Once these checks are completed, and only then, we can begin the breeding process. For our female dogs, this involves bringing them to us during their heat cycle. After breeding, the dog will return home with you for her pregnancy, which typically lasts around 2 months. About 1 week before her due date, we'll welcome her back into our whelping facility, where she will stay for approximately 7 to 8 weeks while her litter is whelped. It's important to note that we believe in responsible breeding. This means that each female dog will be bred no more than 4 to 5 times in her lifetime. This approach ensures that our dogs are not overbred, and that their health remains our top priority throughout their breeding career. As for our male dogs, they often come to us for a few days at a time to breed with our females and to fulfill stud service needs. Now let's talk about life after breeding. Once a dog's breeding career is completed, we ensure that they are spayed or neutered. This marks the end of their breeding journey and the beginning of their life as a full-time pet. At this point, we sign over full ownership to the guardian family, officially making the dog a forever member of your family. In essence, the breeding process is a delicate dance, carefully choreographed to prioritize the health, safety, and well-being of our dogs. It's a testament to our commitment to breed responsibly, ensuring that our dogs lead happy, healthy lives both during and after their breeding careers. Of course, providing a home for a guardian dog is not without its rewards. As a guardian family, you play an integral role in the breeding process, and for that, you are duly compensated. This compensation comes in different forms, and it's designed to acknowledge the love, care, and time you invest in the dog. For each litter that your guardian dog produces, you receive a compensation. This is a direct reflection of your contribution to the health and well-being of the dog, as well as the future of the breed. It's our way of saying thank you for your commitment and dedication. The compensation is determined by the terms outlined in the mutually agreed-upon contract. It is provided after each successful breeding cycle, once the puppies are safely whelped and thriving under our care. Becoming a guardian home for a dog is not only a rewarding experience, but also a compensated one. So, we've covered a lot of ground today. Let's take a moment to summarize the key points we've discussed. A guardian home is a unique arrangement where a dog lives with a family as their beloved pet, while the breeding rights are retained by Red Ranch dogs for a set period. This arrangement is formalized through a contractual agreement mutually agreed upon by both parties. We've also delved into the strict criteria applied to potential guardian families. These include owning a home with a fenced yard and a car, having experience or adequate knowledge in caring for a dog, ensuring no other intact male dogs are in the home, and living within 90 miles of Salado, Texas. Guardian families must also be able to provide the dog with proper health care, nutrition, professional grooming, and exercise, and are required to train and socialize the dog properly. We discussed how the breeding process works, which only begins after extensive health testing, genetic testing, and reproductive vet checks. Female dogs are brought to us during their heat cycle, and after breeding, they go back home with the guardian family for their pregnancy, which lasts approximately 2 months. About 1 week before her due date, we board her in our whelping facility and keep her for 7 to 8 weeks while the litter is whelped. Male dogs often come for a few days for breeding and stud service needs. Once their breeding career is over, the dogs are spayed or neutered, and full ownership is transferred to the guardian family. Lastly, we've highlighted how guardian families are compensated for each litter as a token of appreciation for loving and training the dog and coordinating schedules with us. Becoming a guardian home for a dog is a serious commitment, but it is also an incredibly rewarding experience. Thank you for joining us today, and we hope this information has been helpful.